Previously on Dual Destinies. But if the scene of the crime was not the Orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this? What you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, nobody else could have done it. Objection. Somebody else could have done it. My bad. It's a good thing I didn't say that out loud. Okay, so where were we? Oh man, so we're saying Marlon Rimes did it then. Wow. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. Man, do you really think there's enough space inside the skull? Yeah, I kind of pictured it as being too small for that, but hey. Swashbuckler Flyer indicates it could be possible. Please focus on the question at the bottom left. Oh, it says who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock. In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow. What's more, if the body was inside the skull rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. Such as... Please take a look at the security footage. Here we go. So we're trying to figure out why the body was already down there? Oh my god, it makes total sense now. Because she could sense that there was a body down there. Wow, that just worked out so well for us, I can't even believe it. What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence. Objection! I will. Oh, I love water. That's gonna prove the body's there. Blood fibers, hair. Burps. Right, Dono. That hurt. When did you get so good with this sword? Mr. Wright, that was incredible! You turned things completely around. And to think it all started with that half-baked bluff, too. Whew, that was a close one. Did you really have to add that last bit? If the murder took place at the soap stage, then who was the perpetrator? Well, shit. It is naturally the person who was at the show stage. I don't know, though. Weren't you the one who loaded the skull rock onto the stretcher at the show stage? Maybe he didn't know the body was in there either? I mean, I guess these people are picking this thing up, not realizing it's like 180 pounds heavier than it's supposed to be. They're probably just dropping it off or something. Wow, Mr. Wright, that was some pretty smart brain work you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. Tried to protect myself, but I guess it come back to bite me. Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rimes? That's perjury. I know. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, well, Mr. Wright says it's true. The body was inside the skull rock. And it's true the captain was killed in the show pool, too. He's admitting that. Well, he's not admitting that he did it, though. This time, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth about what happened that day. Okay. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectator screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Misty Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. Okay, you're still saying the thing about... okay. It's back to the orca again. If you're going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. Well, again, that day Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular. So I suggested she hide the body in the skull rock and move to the orca pool. I was going to figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me and it wasn't Sasha. So it was Mr. Rimes' idea to hide the body in the skull rock. Ugh. But if Mr. Rimes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion, so why? Because he loves her. Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this to me? Oh, here we go. Oh, I forgot that this was even a thing. You heard something? Yep, noise! Discord in Mr. Rimes' heart. So that means somewhere in his testicles there's an inconsistency in his balls. Alright, Athena, give him a good counseling session and a kick there while you're at it. You got it, boss. Oh, something so hot about the way she pushes that button. Why? Why is that hot? That's just how lightly tapping it, you know, it's like, I wish... Never mind. You know exactly what I was about to say there. Never mind. So what are you getting, Athena? This testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. These two emotions appear to be running out of control. Out of control emotions? Never heard of that. Is that going to be a problem? We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get to his true emotions and testimony. There might even be odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't even aware of. Alright, let's probe the cause of his out-of-control emotions then. I'll explain how to probe. So I already know how to probe, baby. You don't have to explain shit. When you see something off in a statement, tap the probe button. Next, point to what's causing Mr. Rimes' out-of-control emotions. Finally, tap probe to complete the process. When emotions are out of control, memories can be recalled incorrectly. If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll help. Yeah, get started comparing the statements with the images. So there's like a little bit of a twist on this every time, it seems. Alright, mister, prepare to get your balls rocked. Oh my gosh. Wow! Oh, look at him go. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed down into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams. Clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. I think I see what it is, actually, but it causes out-of-control sadness and anger. It'd be hard to find them both at the same time. Let's concentrate on probing just one. He did make one odd statement I was wondering about. I highly doubt there were any spectators at the scene of the crime. Yeah, good point. Well, yeah, that concerned me, too. Like, was it just an accident? Like, it happened during one of the shows? Is that what he's trying to say, or is that really not what happened? Might be because of his out-of-control emotions, according to the spectators. Okay, sure. Okay, wow, this is awfully hand-holdy for... Well, it is a DLC case, though. Okay. Well, see, what I was thinking was the hat. But maybe the whale just hadn't picked it up yet? Because wasn't the whale supposed to be wearing the hat? I don't know. But, okay, so probe. And then we actually have to pick something in the picture. You pick the Shipley and the hat are all one thing. Okay, and then just press probe again. Got it. Easy enough. I can follow directions. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away. Unless they didn't know he was dead. Maybe it was like, if he was dead in the plot of the show, then wouldn't they just not suspect anything if he wasn't moving or whatever? Oh, right, of course, I just made a mistake. But we got you down to 60, so... Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectators part was what was making him sad? I wonder why he would make that mistake, saying spectators were there. How strange. The only thing I can think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Oh... Oh my goodness. Maybe he was, like, doing a rap battle and he lost? Oh, he's talking about last year! Because of... Oh, wait a minute, do we have it? Case from last year. It could be this one. It could be the book. I don't see anything else that pertains to her off the top of my head. Mr. Rimes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? I don't want to say a doctor about that. Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators? What? How'd you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? This music is very bizarre. I was just one of the spectators. Yeah, because you didn't work there at the time. Just another spectator? There must be a reason why you feel great sadness about that incident last year.
Silence.
Is there like some kind of love triangle going on here? Maybe he was dating her. But because they said she was also dating the veterinarian, so maybe, I don't know. Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence to prove your point. I'll get to it! Just give me a minute here. Ew. Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here? Beep, beep, why don't you back up that trash? No. There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness. Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rimes' sadness. It has to be something to do with Summers here, and not the city. I'm gonna try the charm, though. After Summers died an accidental death 1 year ago, this is her boyfriend's charm. Hey! What are you doing with that charm? It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. Were you trying to get rid of it? Guess I need to push him just a little harder to make him admit it. When Mr. Rimes said the word charm, he was very rattled. Better examine this charm a little more. Should get Apollo to see what he's doing when he says the word charm. Oh, no, something inside of it? Uh-oh. Oh, look, they're cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Dang. That took me by surprise a little bit. Mr. Rimes, you and Azure Summers were a couple, weren't you? Ugh. So what if we were a couple? Doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case. You believe you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence.
I think that would cause a bit of anger, too, wouldn't it? The only thing you revealed was that the witness's relationship with the victim a year ago. Yeah, well, give me a minute here. What does the witness's past have to do with the case at hand? I don't know yet. That's what we're trying to figure out here. But we managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Now let's delve into who Mr. Rimes is angry at. Show fool the orca. Is he angry at Norma de Plume because maybe she made it look... Oh man, I like that sound effect. And the show fool the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. Okay. I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. When Misty Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. Can I look at the court record from here? Yes, I can. Oh, it's gonna keep making that sound while I look too. I'm gonna try the orca. Wait a minute. Probe. Oh, thank God. Mr. Rimes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you? He has been saying it all that time, too. Angry at an orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof. Do I have proof that Mr. Rimes has a reason to be mad? Yeah. A little bit. I bet that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you were Azra Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, and so you've been angry at Orla. Yep. Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azra's dead, and that orca is still swimming around happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. You're right. I want that orca to pay. There, you feel good dragging up a person's past? It still don't change anything. Oh, wow, 30. Huh. Last time when we got one down to 60, then it went to 20 after that. I disagree, it does change things. His out-of-control emotion quieted it down. Now we should be able to find out the truth behind that emotion. So now we just go into regular here. So now we're back to this again. Chokehold the orca shot the captain up in the air, sad and very mad. And the captain came down and slammed into the water, very sad, because that's probably right when he died. I can still remember it clearly. I should Settling off a little bit there. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. Not too notable there. When Misty Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, I freaked. It looks like maybe we should be, I feel like he should be more surprised here, but I feel like what I'm looking for here is maybe something that should be there that isn't. Because everything's kind of pretty normal here. He is more angry than sad here, but I think he would be, considering what he... Still remember clearly. I'm also curious as to why the anger is in this one. It's talking about Sasha moving the body, trying to protect the orca. Well, I mean, I guess he would be mad at her for trying to protect the orca. But he also wouldn't be sad about that. I don't know. A lot of it is kind of subjective, though, you know? It's, if we witness the orca finding the body, I freaked. Still sad about the death. Well, what was I saying before, though? Well, I was saying, like, he should be surprised. I'm pretty sure the game mentioned at some point that you might have to do this, though, pinpoint if something was supposed to be there that wasn't. Because he's saying I freaked. That's like the only thing that I'm even remotely more certain about than the others. Like, I'm about 30% sure about that, and about 10% sure about 6 other things, so maybe it's better to just gamble on this. Are you serious? Oh, when Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body, you freaked? Really? Because it sure didn't look like you did. What are you getting at? With Misty Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't work out exactly as you'd hoped. In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Misty Plume witnessed that scene. Ah. Oh my god, it's like so Danganronpa-esque. That shot of him there. Like looming over like a shadow. No, that did it. Bye-bye. Say bye, doo-doo. I'm done. So you figured all that out, did you? Mr. Rimes, are you admitting it? For the 3rd time? I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the orca. But you leave me no choice. Put up your dukes. Oh god, what's it? What is this? What is this? Is this the freakout? What the fuck?! What just happened here? I gotta take a drink of water. Hang on a second here. Holy crap, man. Like, what in the world? I don't know, man. Now it's time to get serious. Well, that voice doesn't work for you much anymore. What? So he went from a mumble rapper to Detroit hard rock or some shit. I don't even know. I don't know the terms. I need to go back and watch that video of Matt Lethal doing like 27 different types of rap. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. But what is going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from? He looks like a completely different person. Oh man, where did he get the fish? You know what? I don't want to know. Order! If we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell will yell at us. I don't think even he can yell at this point. Even Prosecutor Blackwell is at a loss for words. So I plan to have that witch be a witness. Ah, you caught me out. It be true, I thought that orca's murderous ways should be found out. That'd be why I schemed to have Deep Room see the body. So you admit it. You deliberately framed Orla. It's goddamn right. It be true. But what's getting me that off anybody's nose? That Orca be a murdering scummy dog. I may have a grudge against that Orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The Orca murdered Azra and the captain, so of course she should walk the plank. She can't walk the plank. She ain't got no arms or legs. I agree, it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear. Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rimes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong. Well, where are we going? Wait, hang on. Back up a second. I think I just became aware of a new fact. I think we've become aware of a lot of new things in the last 2 minutes here. Now that we know about Mr. Rimes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns the premise we've been arguing under on its ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rimes meant to kill from the start. Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense to, like, kill another person and get Orla framed. Just kill Orla straight up. So, yeah.
Take that!
What? So the witness's talent was to... or the witness's intent was to kill the Orca? Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla. The Orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley's the one who died. The Orca is alive and quite well. Yeah, well, that's what's called backfiring, y'all. Let me tell you, it happens to the best of us. He's right. He wanted to kill the Orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute. What if? Where are we going now? Oh man. This is just one rabbit hole right after another. Rabbit hole of bluffs. It's a bluff hole! What if Mr. Rimes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death? I mean, it has to be. At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado a moment ago? It got chased off by that man over there. Enough of these reckless words without any basis in fact. Not so fast, dude. They aren't reckless words. They're reckless link. The basis for my claim is at the real murder scene, the show pool. What are you talking about? It's my contention that two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the Orca, and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the Orca, Mr. Rimes removed something from the scene, and by so doing, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. What did he remove? This is what Mr. Rimes removed in an attempt to kill Orla. Wait. In an attempt to kill Orla, not Jack. The water in the pool? No, I can't be. Well, I keep going back to, like, his fingerprints were on the ladder, but I don't think... What does the ladder have to do with killing a whale? What was removed in an attempt to kill Orla? I think it was just the water. But then if he wanted to do that... I'm gonna try it, just let me see. Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the Orca by draining the pool water. That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rimes took charge of Orla. With the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. And because the pool water was drained, he died. Made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool. There you go. He didn't see that part of it coming. But why did Jack Shipley fall, though?